The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
We've had a blowout retail sales number for the U.S. economy.
So up 0.4%. Now, as for the ex-autos number, because we sometimes strip out the car sales, so we're looking at a flat rate of 0% in retail sales.
Consumer, I think it's a statement that the American consumer is in fantastic condition, great shape.
These numbers from the retailers generally suggest that the consumer is back and back strong.
People are feeling flush in their accounts, spending more than our income coming in.
And do you remember all that? Do you remember every day when I used to hear that, I used to go nuts. Oh, the consumer's great. The consumer's great. I used to tell everybody, yes, he's great, all right, as long as he's got credit cards, and credit card is debt. And when you have debt, when these people use these credit cards to go out buy stuff, they're not buying stuff. They're adding debt. When you buy stuff is when you have earnings, when you have saved and you put your money away and you bought stocks and you got growth and you got extra cash and then you go buy. That's good. But when you're using credit cards and they tell the economy is great because people are taking credit cards, the economy's strong because they're using credit cards, and now we have the highest consumer debt in history. That's just like saying corporations. When corporations went out and they went nuts borrowing money to do stock buybacks, and now they're choking, and they're starting to find out their stock prices are 40, 50, 60, 70% higher than they should be, and they're scared to death. So scared they won't even do a split on the stock because they're afraid when this market crashes, they'll kill them. I mean, some of these companies that kept buying, I don't care if it's Apple, I don't care if it's Microsoft, the people who bought all these stock buybacks, and especially in the last year, these stocks are so overvalued. And that's why the market has slowed up. And it's been going sideways. And then yesterday, I remember I told my gang on Wednesday, I said, you know what? Now it's not going to be as easy to break these markets out and run. Because remember, we've been for 10 years relied on stock buybacks. But stock buybacks right now, I'll admit, this year is $1 trillion. Last year was $850 billion, but in the last 2 quarters, stock buybacks has slowed way up. And what they're doing now, instead of borrowing money to buy their own shares back, they're using their cash. And that's really bad, because when they start using their own cash and they're not borrowing money to do stock buybacks, that cash which should be getting used to buy new machinery, new equipment, so they increase productivity. And so when they increase that productivity, they increase, of course, the wages. You increase productivity, increase prices, increase sales, then you get a wage increase. But that's not happening. So they're using their cash, more stock buybacks. And we're getting to the end of these stock buybacks now. Trump has one bullet left, is convince everybody that he's going to get this deal done. And I hope to God he does. He's got to get this trade deal. You know, and yesterday I said to my members on Wednesday, I said, gang, let me tell you something. You see where it's consolidating up here in the S&P and the Dow? See where it's consolidating? The only way that he can break this out is use that narrative, which even the narrative's getting tired. You notice how there's no follow-through today at all? No follow-through today. He came out with that, again, the fake narrative. We're going to sign a deal today. We're almost right here. We're almost got it. The biggest, greatest, most fantastic, incredible, I mean, nothing like we ever saw in the world. We're going to sign this contract. But that's what happened in May. And they walked away. China walked away. Why? They're not arguing over soybeans. They're not arguing over, how much we're going to import. Remember, we import $356 billion worth of oil. We import $333 billion worth of machines and engines and pumps, $319 billion worth of electronics, medical equipment, pharmaceuticals, $73 billion. I mean, we import everything. The only thing we export is crude oil, $74 billion. And then processed oil, which is $994 billion. Our biggest import, believe it or not, our export is our cars and our parts. But the biggest, real big import, what we import, the top 10 U.S. imports, is vehicles, $265 billion. This whole thing with this deal being done is not going to happen and if it happens, it's going to be a lousy deal because it all comes down to one thing. It comes down to the transfers. And in May, when they walked away from the deal, now what transfers are, if you don't know, transfers are that if I'm going to take my charts, my MV2 color-coded chart, and I'm going to go sell them to people in China, I have to partner up with a China company, which is a government company, and I have to give them all my proprietary information, all the information, all my algorithms. I have to give it all to them. It's called transfer. I have to transfer my information, or they won't let me sell it in China. I have to transfer my information. And Trump is saying, enough is enough. We're not going to do that anymore. And China would not agree to it, and that's why China walked away from the deal in May. The deal today, which scares me, what he's done is we have a transfer deal in there, but guess what it is? It's like, it's a what they call it? It's like they self-police it. They'll self-police it. They said they're not going to give us a guarantee, but we have a deal. We're going to cut back on these transfers, China says to Trump and his administration. We promise to cut back. China, a promise? Are you kidding me? They never keep a promise. Never. It's not in their DNA. It never will be in their DNA. They'll never keep a promise. So I think what's going on is Trump right now is so fearful that the stock buybacks are no longer moving the stock market because the companies, the corporations have the biggest history in debt. And don't forget the deficits that we got going. The deficits, the trade deficits are killing us. The budget deficits are killing us. Remember, you got the budget deficits. That's hurting our wages. It's slowing our economy. He knows that. And all budget deficits, when he's spending $1 trillion more than he's taking in, he's got to finance that. And then when he finances, it's added to our national debt. And then the higher the yields on our treasuries, because remember, we have a budget deficit. We spend $1 trillion more than we take in. What do we have to do? We have to make it very attractive for somebody to buy our treasuries. Hey, buy our treasuries. We need money. Buy our treasuries. We're going to raise our rates. And that's a problem because then people in savings, they have savings, they take the money out of their savings, take the money out of their CDs, and they buy treasuries. It's called crowding out. What does that do? That kills your small businesses. And that's why our small businesses are down 44%. Startup businesses down 44% since 2008. Because the more we are spending than we are taking in, and we have that budget deficit, the more we have to keep raising our yields to attract borrowers. And then we have the trade deficit, $621 billion last year. It's going to be even more this year. That also kills your economy. It's amazing what's going on. So he's only got one bullet left. It's that trade deal, and he's going to make a bad trade deal. We'll talk about that when we get back and how to make some money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so we're talking about this trade deal. That's the last bullet the president has to rally the market going into the election. And that's going to be very tough to do. Very tough to do. When you had all the stock buybacks, that's what drove the stock market 460% for 10 years. Now it's getting tired. The market has stalled. Just look at it on a chart. It's totally stalled. We haven't gone anywhere in the last year. So he's trying to, remember he came out and he said, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do a deal with China anymore until after the election 2020. Remember that? And then overnight he changed his mind because he knows he can't depend on stock buybacks to push up the market up anymore. So it's all on this trade deal. Remember, since October of 2018, when the market crashed 20%, then they brought it back up starting January 1st, 2019, brought it back up 20%. What brought it up was what? Stock buybacks and trade talk. This fake narrative of trade talk, going to sign a deal any day. And then after that, the market could hardly move, never moved. Big institutions were pulling their money out. You need that institutional money to push the market up, and the market really didn't go anywhere. Then we had the earnings season that pushed the market up about 4%. That was it. So now we're sitting here going sideways again, and he comes out with that narrative yesterday, and the market went up about 300 points. But today, there's no follow-through. There's no follow-through on it. And when you don't have a follow-through on it, that means that there's not enough new money coming in. Not enough institutions are believing in it. See, they're very skeptical because they walked away from the deal in May. We had the same exact deal. But in May, the Trump team, was tough on China. Said, no, we're not signing a deal unless you give us a firm contract that tells us you're going to stop with the transfers. And he said, no. China says no, and he walked away. But this time in the phase one, it's different. It's in there, and they're promising to be good about it. They're not committing to be good about it. They're not committing. We're not forcing them. We don't have any consequences if they do it. It's just like a handshake deal. It's really all it is. And when people say, after the market went up yesterday, again, here you go again, the cheerleaders, right? The cheerleaders, here we go again.
Markets are rallying this morning as the U.S. and China announced they have reached a phase one trade deal.
Markets are up in early trading with the S&P 500 hitting record high levels. Stocks are getting a bit of a tailwind after President Trump tweeted that the U.S. is, quote, getting very close to a big deal with China.
If we make it, it'll be the biggest trade deal ever made.
So with that, it started to rally. And everybody said, hey, wow, this is unbelievable. They're doing a deal. They're finally doing this trade deal. No, they haven't. They haven't done it yet. But if this deal goes through this time, it's because we gave in on the transfers. That means he's made a bad deal. And we can see today, if you look at my chart, it's still green. And as long as it's green, we'll still stay with our spiders. We'll still stay long. We'll still stay buying. But at least nice with my chart, I don't have to worry because I will see if the big banks, the big institutions, the big hedge funds, if they're starting to pull money back out because they don't believe this China deal is going to go down and they're going to walk away again, my members, because of my charting, what I built for charts, they will get a heads up. Hey, we better start pulling some of our money out because we're seeing the big banks pulling their money out. We're seeing the big insurance companies pulling their money out. The big hedge funds pulling their money out. Now, does anybody do that for you in your 401k? I don't think so. So we're going to stick here. We're going to stay with it. But we're going to be very cautious because dealing with China, it's like trying to put your arms around jelly. It really is. It's crazy. So we got to see what happens with this deal. But Trump knows he's got two things going against him that we can have a crash before election night. It's only a year away. Because he's got two things going. He's got budget deficits and trade deficits. And those are a killer. You see, when you have a budget deficit, as I said before, you're spending more than you're taking in. That hurts wages. That slows the economy's growth. All budget deficits, they have to be financed. Then they add that financing to national debt, and your national debt gets bigger and you can't grow. And then you have the higher yields on these treasuries to compete with savings. So there's no money in savings. There's little money in savings. Everybody runs to the treasuries. And then the backbone of our economy, the startup businesses, which give us 72% of our labor force, they can't borrow money. They go to the bank. There's so little money at the bank, they keep rates high so the banks don't run out of the money. And that's why our small businesses are down. Startup businesses are down 44%. It's called crowding out. So that's just the budget deficit alone. Okay, so he's got a budget deficit, and the trade deficit's a killer. Trade deficit's a killer. Because with trade deficits, remember, it's the same thing. It kills your economy because trade deficits, remember how it works with trade deficits, when you are importing more than you're exporting, you got to pay for that. You got to go borrow money again. If I'm importing more goods than I'm exporting, I got to go borrow money to pay for those extra goods. And I got to go to China again. And I got to say, okay, I'll raise interest rates on my treasuries to attract you to come in and borrow money from me. I mean, I borrow money from you and I'll give you the treasury. So see, between the budget deficits and the trade deficits, those are killers. The consequence of trade deficits alone, Obama lost 6 million jobs. 6 million jobs. And the value of the dollar goes down. So we got a lot of problems. He knows that. So he's really banking on this. We'll talk about making some money when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Want to make profits in the stock market? philsgang.com is running its best promotion ever. For the holiday season, Phil's Gang is giving you the Working Investor Program free for 10 days. That's right. Get the Phil's Gang membership and the MV2 color-coded chart free for a 10-day trial. Phil's Gang makes it easy for you to invest long-term in the stock market. The MV2 color-coded chart is simple to read and simple to understand. It shows you money moving in and money moving out with color-coded technology. The Phil's Gang membership teaches you how to read the MV2 chart with the Team Traders Education Program. If you do not have time to invest in the education program, then you simply follow the recommendations Phil's Gang gives you on a daily basis. At 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, there is a Working Investor video you watch that gives you all the information that you need to be successful in your investments. Go to philsgang.com and click on Get Started. Then choose the Working Investor Program for your 10-day free trial. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. We bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors...
Want to make profit?
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so let's just wrap this up a little bit. Again, about this big deal, this big rally yesterday. Don't get all excited about it. Told my members that. And I was right. We had no follow through today. And nobody explains to you what's going on with this. These crazy trade deals. It's not all good. As I said, because when you have a trade deficit, it kills our dollar. Our dollar from 2001 to 2017 dropped 40%, by 40%. Now it's down 45%. Here we are 2019. I'm sorry, 43% from 2001 to 2019. So that means every piece of paper in your wallet has gone down 40%. So when you go to pay your bills back, because you got a lot of debt now, and you go to pay it back, remember the value in those dollars have dropped 40%. So when you go pay back their debt, where are you going to get that 40% from? Go get the third job, fourth job. That's where people get it from. That's where people get it from. Second job, third job, fourth job. So all this fantastic trade debt, oh, go ahead, we got a big trade deal going on here. It's not all good. Now, if we were exporting more than if we exported more than we imported, that'd be good, but it's not happening. So trade deficits kill us. Kill us. Then, of course, you got the budget deficit, where you got to finance that. And you got to go to China, and they come over here and they say, okay, raise your treasury yields, and I'll loan you money. So we raise our treasury yields so they'll loan us money. But remember, that budget deficit has to be financed. So we add that to our national debt. Interest rates go up. That hurts small business lending. That means the small businesses, the startup businesses that create 70% of our workforce, doesn't happen anymore. It's dropped over 44%, small business startups. Now, what's really interesting, not only do these fake business networks don't talk about the consequences of budget deficits, they don't talk about the consequences of trade deficits with this big trade deal, the biggest trade deal ever, this biggest fantastic deal ever. They won't ever tell you the other side of it. And then they're telling you that the economy's fantastic, the consumer's in great shape because he's spending.
Consumer, I think it's a statement that the American consumer is in fantastic condition, great shape.
These numbers from the retailers generally suggest that the consumer is back and back strong.
But they can't, now they've been hiding. I've been saying to them, and I've been saying on my radio show every day, why don't you tell the truth? The consumer's not strong. Matter of fact, he's so weak he can't pick up his wallet anymore. I go over to Starbucks tomorrow to get a coffee, and people flip open their wallets to pay. My God, they're like a brick. There's so many credit cards in there. Our whole economy is based on credit cards. So how can you say when we got the highest consumer debt in history, people are dying with debt, but as long as they got a credit card, they'll go spend. But now finally, they're starting to talk about it because they have to finally tell the truth. These fake financial news networks like CNBC or Fox. Here, now listen to this. Cavuto.
We are spending like crazy. That's a sign of optimism. The flip side is a lot of us, many of us, are putting that on our credit cards.
Gee, that's a little late, don't you think, Cavuto, to start getting your team to talk about credit cards and the credit card debt? We have the highest delinquency in credit cards ever. Don't mention auto loans. But here, I want you to hear this. This is really funny. The fake business news. Listen to what they say about credit card delinquencies.
I mean, you're seeing delinquency rates in credit cards tick up a little bit. It's the highest in 10 years.
Did you catch that?
I mean, you're seeing delinquency rates in credit cards tick up a little bit. It's the highest in 10 years.
Oh, the highest credit cards in 10 years. But you're seeing a little tiny pickup in delinquencies. Little tiny, they got to become more truthful, don't you think? But no, we could care less. If you're a gang member, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it because you know what we're going to do? We keep making money. You know how we keep making money? The other day, Starbucks, and I begged you. I said, look, I don't know what more I can do. I said, look, I'm going to give you my color-coded chart free for 10 days. I'm going to give you my membership free for 10 days because I want you to follow me with Starbucks. And since we bought Starbucks right now, since it turned green, we bought it around, if I can get the number here, Starbucks, let's see, about $85, okay? So we're around 85. Now we're up to about 88.62. That's about, what, 5%? Something like that, okay? And that is, let me just give you the date on that when we bought that. Starbucks. I think we bought it about a week ago, I think it was. 85.31. Anyways, about 85.31. That was right around, let's see what, that was right around, right around December 6th. So my producer, give me that percentage from 85.31 to 88.66. So what I'm asking you is, it's 4%. We got a 4% return on Starbucks since we bought this thing on the I think what I just said, the 13th. So why don't you just join the gang and follow me? We maybe can get 10% return out of this. Maybe we can get 10% return. And then I got another one that's doing really well. Don't miss the golds. Our golds are starting to go back up. Why? Because the dollar is coming down. The dollar is coming down because of the budget deficits. We have so much debt. The dollar is starting to drop again. And that's pushing our gold that we just started to buy. Look at Nuggets starting to go back up. Our GDX. These are exchange traded funds starting to go back up. Just turned green. Look, GDX just turned green on my chart. That's a gold mining stock. Nugget just turned green on my chart. So why don't you just join? Not asking for any money. It's free. It's free for 10 days. You can't get a better deal than that. And then at the end of 10 days, you can say I'm full of baloney or not. Just judge me by my performance and my team. Or you can stay with, obviously, you can stay with your. I don't want you to come out of your 401k because you'll never do it. Everybody's tied into the 401k. They'll never come out of it. But at least you could have a secondary account, can't you? So when you lose all your money in your 401k, and I don't mean just with a crash. Remember, when they tell you they only charge you 1% to manage your money, that's the biggest lie in the world. They charge you 2%, some 3%. They can get away with it because they have all the hidden fees. That's 60% of your money in your 401k goes to your manager, your broker. And nobody's going to look out for you.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
That's right. Partner, shareholder, that's it. Not you. You're not included in that. So we got some great opportunities. So today, it's free for 10 days. And we got two great stocks called our Christmas stocking stuffers. And you can follow me. And for the first 10 days, don't even put any money in. Just do it on paper. And you say, my God, this really works. Look at this. It turned green. It's going up. Look, it's turning red. It's going down. It works. Go to my site, philsgang.com, where it says get started and get the working investor package. Hey, I'll be right back after this break with a lot more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I don't want to talk about the dumb impeachment. Thank you. I can't talk about it. It just makes me so sick. Think of what we should be doing. I just gave you two of the biggest reasons this market is going to crash. And they come out yesterday. Oh, hey, we got this. Oh, that's it. We got it now, man. This is it. This is it. This is the big one. We're going to sign it. And then you go and do the research. And the first thing the pros look at is the transfer agreements. Are they going to lock them in so they're not going to steal our proprietary information anymore or not? Nope. This time, unlike in May, they're nailing them to the barn door. We're not going to do anything. We're going to raise tariffs on you, China, unless you knock it off. Stop stealing our information. Now go read the language. Oh, okay. It's okay. We'll take your promise. Yeah, okay, it's fine. We're going to take your promise. Okay, it's not going to be implied. I get it. It's not going to be specific. It's not going to be implied. I understand. Because Trump needs something to get for a whole year rally. Boy, that's a tough deal on him. Think about it. He's got a whole year. I don't think it can last that long. We have now repos. Remember I told you about the repos? Nobody's talking about it. I'm the only one talking about the repos. What are the repos? That's when at night, when the banks, you have a bank, I have a bank, and you loan during the day $1 million too much. You don't have the money. So overnight, you come to me and say, hey, Phil, can you give me $1 million overnight and I'll pay you a VIG of 10%? Okay. Then the next night, another bank. He loaned out $3 million more than he had. Hey, Phil, can I borrow $3 million from you? Yeah, sure, no problem. I just want a VIG of 12%. Okay. You know what's happening now? There's nobody that will do that. When someone goes, hey, I'm behind $2 million. I lent out $2 million more than I had. Would someone help me here? Silence. All the banks are silent. Exactly what happened right before the crash of 2008. right before the crash of 2008. Also remember, before any crashes, when you get a big surge. When you get a big surge, too. But that's what happened. So it's amazing what's going on here. And no one's paying attention. So I don't know. I lost my train of thought where I was. But anyways, the trade budgets, the trade deficits, the budget deficits, and the fact that transfers are going to be the killer. He's going to just drop those transfers. He's just going to sign anything. And if they walk away before they sign this time like they did in May, then you'll see a real big sell-off. You see a big sell-off. So, you know, we talked about the other day about how this economy, think about it, in 5 years, the stock market rather, in 5 years, went up 50%. But the economy dropped 15%. Now, what is the economy? Isn't the economy the same thing as the stock market? That's what you've been taught. You've been lied to for 10 years. Oh, just look at the stock market. The stock market means the economy's good. But they lied to you because when you put it on my chart, when I chart it, I got a divergence. I got a line going down for the economy, 15%. I got a line going up 50% for stocks. And remember, stocks don't go up anymore based on they're making good profits. You don't need profits. Remember what stock buybacks are. Prosperity without profits. Unearned increment. That's what it is. Unbelievable. So now they're starting to worry on Fox Business News about credit cards. Don't you think it's a little late, Cavuto?
We are spending like crazy. That's a sign of optimism. The flip side is a lot of us, many of us, are putting that on our credit card. So our debt is building as we're doing all of this buying.
Isn't that amazing? Debt is building. The debt has been built. And that's why our economy, we can't go to 3% GDP growth for the last 10 years because of the debt. First with Obama, he doubled our debt. Trump came in and he's starting to move our debt. And now he says, listen to what Cavuto says.
We are spending like crazy. That's a sign of optimism. The flip side is a lot of us, many of us, are putting that on our credit card. So our debt is building as we're doing all of this buying.
Oh, our debt is building. Like it's something new, just started. He figured it out. Our debt's been building for 10 years and we're dying with debt. Debt is like an anchor, like having the Queen Mary anchor on a canoe. Crazy. Our manufacturing jobs, and you got to remember, our manufacturing jobs and our construction spending is where we built the middle class. You know, they tell us how, wow, look at the wages of the wages of the bottom half of earners are benefiting more than the top half. They don't explain it's a cycle. Remember, wage growth. I get crazy when I hear this. Bottom half of earners are really benefiting, man, more than the top half. Wow, this is great. Wow. But they don't explain it's a cycle. And remember, wage growth for the higher earners is tied to stronger corporate earnings. And the earnings are going down. Wage increases to the lower pay workers are only when the labor market gets tightened. So what a bunch of BS when they're running around tells us, wow, the bottom half of earners, look at this, boy, their wages are going up big time. But they don't explain it's cyclical. And the reason why the bigger guys aren't getting paid because earnings aren't going up. But here's the killer, the middle class. The middle class, they're dying. They're the most important one. Remember, it's the middle class who has the discretionary income. It's the middle class, remember, they were employed by the high-paying industries. And they had, after they paid their taxes, they had money left over, and they would do startup businesses. And startup businesses, remember, provide 72% of our labor market. Since 2008, new business startups have dropped 44%. 44%. That's why our economy's not growing. 44%. Remember, our economy grows with entrepreneurs who start new businesses, but they can't go and get money for new businesses because what's happening? Because remember, when we have trade deficits and we have budget deficits, we have to borrow from China. And when you borrow from China, that means yields or the interest rates go up. They have to push them up to attract China, to say, China, I'm going to push the rates up for you, so please give me money. I'm going to beg you for money. I'll push the rates up. And when they push the rates up, everybody runs out of the savings. The savings banks, they take their money out and they buy treasuries. And so a guy who wants to start a business, a startup business, which 72% of our labor market comes from, he goes to the bank and they go, well, we need 10% interest. What? Yeah, because we have very little money in the bank. Everybody's taking their money out of the bank and they're buying treasury. So the little money we have, we don't have a run on it. So we got to raise the 10%. And that's why, again, we have a problem with startup businesses. Which, remember, Cisco grew from acquiring startup businesses. Oracle grew from the startup businesses. Remember, startup businesses were the feeder to Cisco, the feeder to Oracle, the feeder to Intel. That's how they grew. Remember, the innovation comes from the entrepreneur who's working out of his house. The entrepreneur. That's where the innovation comes from, not from big companies. Big companies understand that. And big companies go and buy the small companies where the innovation is the entrepreneurs. And with now that these businesses have dropped off by 44%, that's killing our economy. That's one of the big things that's going to bring us into a crash. And then Maria Bartiromo turns around and tells us today, listen.
And income inequality, I've been talking about this now for a couple of months, the fact that it is narrowing.
Narrowing? What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts, Maria? Start telling the truth. The growth of inequality, income inequality, our middle class. Since 2008, the income inequality for the middle class alone has widened by 23%. Widened. And these are the people that you want to be healthy. Widen. Because you know where their money's going? It's going from the middle class up to the top earners between the 96th and 99th percentiles, who incomes grew by 78%, and the top 1% income grew by the whopping 245%. These people are all nuts. Look, join my gang. Get your free membership, your free color-coded chart for 10 days. Follow me with Starbucks. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.